like we come through life with all these failures, right? Or I don't want to say that. We come through life with all this ambition. How about that? The pursuit of making ourselves better. And in that, it is surrounded by failure. And a lot of the times we're so covered with, you know, darkness or whatever, we, you know, seeing the light is like, fuck that, man. I'll go backwards, you know? So I guess, you know, what I want to do is ask you about a bunch of different scenarios in your life where that had happened. But in that weight loss, that's such a predominant.
No, I mean, yeah, well, I attribute it to the thing I talked before, which is your social circle, the guys that you spend the most time with. I heard a great quote in a video a while back. I forgot who it was, but it's the really common term or common sort of message, which is if you surround yourself with 9 guys who are really successful, they're in really great shape, and they do great with women, you'll become the 10th. And if you hang out with 9 guys who are fat, broke, and dorky, you'll also become the 10th, no matter what you're like. And you know, I see it with guys all the time. They were in shape in like high school, college, maybe they were athletes, you know, and after college they moved back to wherever they're from, maybe Albuquerque, New Mexico. All their friends, you know, marry some girl around 25. They're all a good 20, 30 pounds overweight by 28 with a couple kids. And this guy finds himself single. What is he going to do? Well, he's going to find, you know, some 20 to 30 pound overweight girl, pop out a couple kids, and continue working his corporate job that he hates, right? And it's not because he's a loser or anything. It's just because that's his world. That's who he surrounds himself with. So I'd say the biggest key to my success and what I see other guys succeeding, it's just surrounding yourself with the right group of people that are going to pull you out of whatever funk you're in and push you towards where you want to go. So I've always done a really good job of finding, whether it's mentors or friends that are just more successful than I am, to basically pull me along. And the one thing that I tell guys to do is you have to be able to offer value, right? If I want to befriend a guy that's a total beast with chicks and I suck, but I'm really good at like programming, for example, well, I'm not going to offer him any value hanging out in a social situation, right? I'm just going to cock block him with my terrible social skills. I probably don't have a lot of like money to offer him, but maybe he's in a business where he could use my marketing services or my internet wizardry. So you offer value. You know, you say, all right, well, let me do some programming with you in exchange. Hang out with me. Take me out. You know, take me under your wing. Show me how to hit on girls. And I've seen a lot of guys go that route and get a lot better. So you have to have some value to offer. You know, I'll talk to potential clients. They'll be like, no, man, I'm broke, but can we just like hang out and like chill? And this may sound harsh. But I'm like, dude, like, why would I hang out with you? Like, you're not going to bring me girls. You're not going to bring me money. And you're just going to hinder me from, you know, getting more girls or making more money. So where's the value? So I always looked at it as, how can I bring value to other people that I wanted to connect with and have relationships with? And that's how I've kind of moved up the social hierarchy, and it's been a big key to success.
So let me ask you this, like, because everybody has different values. What are the root values that drive your masculinity?
I mean, for me, I guess it's always been like the one thing I knew that I could bring to any relationship with another guy, with some guy that I wanted to befriend, was I knew that I had no fear of hitting on girls all night long. So guys love going out with me because I will literally talk to every girl who, you know, is halfway decent looking, has a, you know, 2 legs, 2 arms, and a pulse, in attempt to have a fun night. And you know, that if you're just a regular guy who you haven't hung out with a lot of guys that do that, like, it opens up tons of opportunities. You're like, all right, usually I just go out and have a few beers with my buddies and chit chat, but I've talked to 20 girls tonight just because this guy, Robbie, has just pulled me out and introduced me to all these people, and it's a different experience and they love it. So, you know, that's kind of what I did, you know, a few years back, to surround myself with guys that I felt were, you know, that I could learn a lot from.
And so
you can always do that.
Yeah. Well, so what are those things, you know, like, what is it? What are the values you surround yourself with?
So, you know, when I was, how old was I? I was like just getting into this business. I was 25 at the time, maybe 26. And I didn't really have any experience being an entrepreneur, had no idea about like marketing. I was pretty lazy. You know, I played golf in college, and then I became like a professional online poker player. So I just roll out of bed, you know, get in front of my laptop and crush the poker rooms. But then online poker went away in 2007.
Black Friday.
So I needed a new way to, needed a new way to make money. So I was essentially looking for guys that were both very social and had something I could learn from a money-making standpoint. And that's how I kind of targeted these people that I would meet. And I'm a pretty likable guy. That was one of the things that came natural to me. Like, I listen more than I talk most of the time. Mm-hmm. And people tend to like that if you just take an interest in them.
Yeah.
And that wasn't because, that was kind of by accident. Most of the time I did that just because I didn't really know what to say, but I would just listen and ask questions, and then I'd go hit on a lot of girls. So we'd have fun together, and that fun would create the bond, and that would create like a lasting friendship. So I guess the moral of the story is, you know, find guys that you want to emulate, and find a way to add that value, whatever way you can. It's not going to be everybody, but you only need one or two.